What's up, guys? Stas here. So we're going to break down Palantir stock in this video, break down the charts, how it did last week, key levels that I'm looking at heading into this week, and what we haven't done in a while, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to break down their financials, take a look at their numbers a little bit, and see what they're looking to do in their upcoming earnings report, which I think is set to come out here maybe in the next month, something like that. So we have a lot to go over in this video. If y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Stas Talk Stocks. I'm getting way more active on there, and make sure to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo as well. It's free money, and I'm telling you guys, this is the best promo right now by far. Just use that link down below, or just simply go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into it. So Palantir yesterday on Friday, in the midst of a pretty chill day, I guess you can say, across the indexes. I mean, we didn't have any movement, crazy movement like we saw on Thursday. So for a pretty chill day, I guess Palantir did pretty well. It ended up having a green day, up 0.9%, up 13 cents on the day, and we closed a hair above $14, which is good for the bulls. But as we'll break down here in a second, and I'm sure you guys remember, but we'll do an update here. You know, this spot that we're at right now is very big for the bulls, and if it breaks, there's gonna probably be some more selling from there. That's the reality of the matter here, guys. So let me show you. On the intraday, we consolidated all day pretty much on Friday. Yes, we had some choppiness. It makes sense. It happens. And on the 5-day chart, you guys are going to see we actually consolidated a little bit on Thursday into Friday, and a lot of the selling came on Wednesday into, actually, no, the pre-market Thursday was a bloodbath. Who am I kidding? I mean, geez, on Wednesday, guys, we closed at 1470. Then by Thursday morning, we hit 1370. So we dumped $1. But then we kind of consolidated more midday Thursday. If I zoom in, you guys can see, you know, we chopped around a little bit between 14 and 14.25, and that's kind of where we held all day on Friday, right? So we're still clearly in a downtrend on the 5-day on Palantir stock. 10-day, no doubt, we have a death cross on this time frame, not a good sign. And on the 20-day, now you're starting to see that descending triangle, which you guys probably remember. We've covered this time and time again. Palantir is still in a descending triangle, which pretty much means, guys, we have lower highs being made into a key level of support, which in this case is that $14 level, which you can see on the 4-hour chart. If I pull this up and zoom in a little bit, 14 held back in the middle of August, late August, and September, all throughout September up until now pretty much. And, you know, it held above that on Friday, which is good. Now, imagine on Friday if Palantir ended up closing, let's say, at $13.50 or $13, that would not be good at all for the bulls. So the fact that the bulls did fight and closed, they closed above 14, they had a green day, that is good. But still, guys, the descending triangle here is clear as day, which overall is a bearish pattern. And if this were to play out, we do break under $13.50, $13, we could start slipping. $12.50, like I said, on the lower end, maybe $10. That's where we could be going. That's the reality of the matter here on Palantir. And the head and shoulders is still very much so intact based on last week's trading. And, you know, SoFi is the same thing. You guys probably remember, SoFi's pattern is looking pretty identical right now to Palantir's, right? You guys see the head and shoulders, and SoFi actually dumped under the big support, which was $8. We closed at $7.50 for SoFi. Palantir is maybe a step behind it, if you will. Hopefully Palantir doesn't dump down, but it might. It sure might by the looks of it, guys. So we shall see, man. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to set some alerts before I forget. Let me do that now. I'll do markets at or below 1350 on Palantir, and then I'll do a market at or above, let's say maybe at 1550, which is right above this 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Let me do that. Markets at or above 1550. There we go. So if we do start to crack above that point, 1650, maybe we go even higher from there. So Palantir is looking quite interesting. Right now it's not really picking crazy direction quite yet, although the bears do have a little bit of an edge. This week coming up is going to be the moment of truth, no doubt about it. So let me actually transition over here to Google Chrome, guys, so we can break down what's going on with Palantir, some numbers, upcoming earnings, all that good stuff. So here on Yahoo Finance, not sponsored by the way, I just genuinely use this platform, been using it for pretty much my whole investing trading career at this point, as one of my resources. Yahoo Finance here is putting them at a $30 billion market cap. All right, still a pretty high market cap there, a lot higher from where it was, let's say, a year ago. And they have their PE ratio. Oh, wait, there is no PE ratio right now. Trailing 12 months. EPS trailing 12 months is negative 2 cents. You guys can see, maybe you can't see. Let me zoom in a little bit. But you can see right here, EPS trailing 12 months is negative 2 cents. We can see that. We have the market cap at $30 billion. And for what it's worth here, guys, I don't put much weight to this, but they have them at overvalued. Yahoo Finance has them at overvalued, but who knows how they calculate that, how they come to that conclusion. So I don't put much weight to that at all, to be honest. But it's fun to look at it sometimes and be like, oh, what's Yahoo Finance think? What's CNBC think, or this or that, with their price targets, or they're overvalued, undervalued. It is what it is. I mean, everybody has a different way. The thing is with investing, guys, you have to realize it's not, it's everybody has their own way to coming to valuation. It's not a one size fits all. It's not a this or that, or it's definitely this. That's not the case with investing, because the future is unknown. How could you have a definite valuation or a definite this or that when the future is unknown? We don't know what's going to happen with stocks, with businesses, with the economic cycle. Nobody freaking knows. So it's anybody's best guess, kind of what the future holds. And of course, there's obviously different ways you can do valuations. You have your base case, your bearish case, your bullish case. You have different scenarios, but who knows how Yahoo Finance calculates it. But the point is that everybody's valuation is different. That's why Kathy Wood thinks Tesla's going to $4,000, and then you have some bearish analysts thinking it's worth nothing. I mean, it's just the reality of how things go. But it's still fun looking at people's valuations, price targets, how they're thinking about the stock, obviously. So let's just look at the numbers very quickly here, guys. Of course, revenue's been growing. You guys remember that. We can see trailing 12 months total revenue is at $2.04 billion pretty much. In 2021, it was $1.5 billion. In 2020, $1 billion. And then in 2019, it was $740 million. So that has grown pretty nicely over time. And their balance sheet, which I like to look at for companies, of course, guys, you got to look at the balance sheet. You can't not look at the balance sheet. They have current assets of $3 billion pretty much, which if we break that down a little bit, cash equivalents, and short-term investments, $2.6 billion. And their total current liabilities, let me see what that's looking like, $587 million, and that's broken up into payables and accrued expenses, right? You guys can see current debt and capital lease obligation. And the thing is here, guys, they could easily, if they wanted to, take this cash right here. You guys see that $2.6 billion? They can take a little fraction of that and pay off their current liabilities. You need to stay ahead in business. What the heck? Where did this come from? What the heck? Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure where that ad came from. Either way, current liabilities, $587 million. They can easily pay that off with a fraction of their cash equivalents, and short-term investments. And if we come over here, let's see what their price-to-sales ratio is. So it's probably, let's see, if we're at an income statement, let's see here. Total revenue, $2 billion. Market cap is 30, so it's probably at a 15 price of sales, still pretty high. Let's see here what they have it at. Price of sales, yeah, 14.8 is the current, but that has actually, no, it's come up obviously from where it was since Palantir stock price has gone up. But with their future growth, a lot of people are projecting a lot of future growth. That could be warranted. I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to, guys. Some people think, price of sales over a 2 or a 3 is a lot. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to, kind of like what we said earlier in this video. And coming to the analysis tab, guys, this is very important. This is going to show you their, upcoming numbers, their projections for the quarter coming up, which I forget exactly when they're reporting, but it's definitely within the next couple of weeks. So based on 14 analysts, they're looking to do average 6 cents EPS, low estimate 5 cents, and a year ago they did $0.01. So their EPS will be getting significantly better year over year. And coming down here, guys, on average, for average revenue based on 11 analysts, we have $555 million, low estimates 553, highs 557, and the, let's see, year ago sales $470 million, and that's growth of 18% year over year projected. So again, average estimate for revenue $555 million. A year ago they did $470, pretty good year over year. So that's a quick rundown here, guys, on Palantir, their numbers very quickly. Obviously, we didn't do a deep dive into the numbers, but just a quick little look at what's going on here. And again, earnings are coming up. I don't have an exact date right now. Maybe I'll double check that and do another video. This upcoming week we'll do another video. But yeah, earnings are coming up, guys, and this is one that, of course, is worth watching, and we'll see what direction we pick this upcoming week. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, it's free, and you might as well get up to 16 stocks from Moomoo, guys. If you have not done that already, just use that link down below, or simply go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. Each of those could be valued up to $2,000, by the way, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys, the best part of the promo, and this part of the promo is limited time, by the way. If you fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it, guys. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.